Today's video, we've got geography now, we've got Philippines. This was heavily requested by you guys. I don't really know too much about the Philippines. Really excited to check this out and see exactly what Philippines is about.
If you don't know anything about Asia, the Philippines is like the jolliest of them all. They're just happy, fun, jolly people. And
you know what? It's been 3 years. I'm not taking this anymore. I've been pushed around, I've been threatened, I've been thrown in the dungeon, I've been the butt of all the jokes. I'm the Filipino one. This is my time.
My time! Happy jolly? Happy... Okay.
Welcome to the Philippines. My turn.
okay.
This is a juicy episode as well. I think this is like 20 minutes long.
Hey everyone, I'm Ken, and as you know, I'm half Filipino. Years ago, I was looking for a job and I saw this ad asking for a motion graphics animator on Craigslist. Paul and I literally met up at a Jollibee for my interview. He said I was his top 3 candidates.
In reality, there were only 3 candidates that applied, so technically I didn't lie. But yeah, the other 2 people kind of sucked, so yeah.
Oh, and back then, I had this weird mustache and Paul's hair was basically this thing.
Ken and I have been talking for a long time, and we agreed Ken definitely has to be in this episode. You've come so far from that Craigslist Jollibee interview, you've earned this.
Thanks. Handa na? Magsimula.
Pretty cool.
The Philippines is an interesting country because there's sort of a dichotomy between labels. If you ask a Filipino if they consider themselves Asian or Pacific Islanders, you might get contrasting answers.
What do you consider yourself, Ken?
I always thought Pacific Islanders sounded kind of cool, so...
Yeah, no, that does.
So first of all,
the Philippines is a tropical archipelago of over 7,000 islands, about 2,000 of which are inhabited, and it is the largest island nation without any land borders or shared island territory with another nation.
The country is located in Southeast Asia, straddling the Philippine Sea in the north, the South China Sea in the west, and the Sulu and Celebes Sea in the south.
Just to skip away lies the island of Borneo, which is split amongst 3 nations, at the closest point only about 22 miles or 40 kilometers away from the nearest island that belongs to the Philippines.
Now in general, many people will refer to one of the 3 main island cluster regions that people are a part of. There are Luzon in the north, where you can find the capital Manila and where the half of the population lives, Visaya in the center, and Mindanao in the south.
Otherwise, the nation is made up of...
Yo, Visaya sounds sick. That is actually a dope-ass name, I can't lie, what the hell?
17 regions, one of which is autonomous, the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. This place has a high level of self-rule and autonomy appointed by the government. We'll explain more about this later.
If you want to be absolutely technical, Quezon City, a bit north of Manila, is the largest city in the Philippines. However, the surrounding 16 towns and cities by Manila are called Manila Metro, or the National Capital Region, and they basically act as one unit.
Otherwise, the largest city outside of the NCR are Davao City in Mindanao and Cebu in the Visayas.
Manila has the largest and busiest airport, Ninoy Aquino International Airport.
Was that Visayas?
Davao City in Mindanao.
I told you Visayas was a cool ass name, man.
And Cebu in the Visayas.
Look at this. Oh, I want to live this. Cebu in the Visayas?
Manila has the largest and busiest airport, Ninoy Aquino International Airport, which is basically the hub that services the entire NCR. They also have the busiest shipping port at the Port of Manila.
Otherwise, the second largest airport is Cebu Mactan International, and rounding out for 3rd place is Davao City Francisco Bangoy International.
In terms of land transport, though, the Philippines is well connected amongst the islands. In fact, the longest highway is the Pan-Philippine Highway.
Is it all split up like that?
3,500 kilometers across the country.
Wait, that's really cool.
Luzon, Samar, Liet, and Mindanao with underground tunnels connecting.
That's really cool.
The Philippines has only 2 territorial disputes. The state of Sabah in Malaysia on North Borneo. The territory once had been part of the Sultanate of Sulu, a Muslim state that existed the 15th century to the 20th century, and that's a whole other story.
As for the other dispute, as we mentioned quite a few times already, this whole area known as the Spratly Islands is a complete mess. If you don't know anything about this place, it basically goes like this.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. This is the map showing
exactly
what
like that.
claims in the area. This big one right here is China's.
Of course.
Yeah, they just kind of pretty much went for all of it.
Yeah, of course they did.
This has even led to a few skirmishes between nations that have built patrol stations on the islands. And when they spot a ship that gets too close, things can get kind of ugly.
It's kind of like this.
Hey, what are you doing? This is my area.
I'm just doing some fishing and research here, you know?
With
Why do you have a shovel? Are you building something? Or?
Well, technically there's no land protruding from this reef, so there's no land claim.
So you're just gonna build your own land.
Wait, what?
Anyway, here are some notable spots of interest.
Fort Santiago,
Magellan's Cross,
San Agustin Church,
Sagada Hanging Coffins.
Wait, what? What?
Of interest.
Fort Santiago,
Magellan's Cross,
San Agustin Church,
Sagada Hanging Coffins.
What the hell? Wait, what is the meaning behind this? Why is there like coffins hanging from a mountain? Wait, so someone Pretty much with these kind of videos, someone from the Philippines or a few people will be from the Philippines watching this. Let me know what this is about, or if anybody knows what this is about, let me know what this is about.
Aguinaldo Shrine.
Cebu's Philippine Taoist Temple.
Shrine of Mama Mary in Tagaytay.
The Lapu-Lapu Shrine.
Luneta
Cool.
Park.
MacArthur Landing Site.
Bunawi Rice Terraces.
What
The
the?
Malacanang
Yo!
Palace. MacArthur Landing Site.
Bunawi Rice.
What is this, bro? Are they house up? What the fuck is these?
The Malacanang Palace.
Yo,
Bigan has
sick.
many historical and
Cool.
colonial buildings.
The various national museums of history and arts.
Tons of amusement parks.
And that's
Oh
not
my
even
God, oh
including
my
all the
God, oh my
natural
God.
wonders of history and arts.
Tons of
Oh my god, that looks insane. That was insane. Yo, I'm not really a massive fan of rice, so we'll ignore these. But holy, yeah, that was
And that's
nuts.
not even including all the natural wonders of the Philippines. They have an underground
Oh
river.
my god, stop it. Is this where we're going with this video? Is this where we're going with this video? I'm just gonna keep pausing it on these pictures. Yo, if you watch any of my Geography Now videos, you know I love caves. You know I love like rivers, and a river cave. Oh my god.
the most amazing, beautiful beaches in the universe.
Hills that look like lumps of
Bro, okay, yeah, this is the type of video we're gonna get. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the pauses. What the actual is it, bro? This isn't real. This isn't real. What the fuck is this? This can't be a real photo, surely. This don't look real, bro.
chocolate.
And there's an island in a lake.
Oh my, bro, what the fuck?
Hills that look like lumps of chocolate.
And there's an island in a
Sick. That's really dope. Holy crap.
lake, in an island,
That is super dope. Oh my god.
in a lake, in an island.
Huh. We should hang out sometime.
Yeah, when you have 7,000 tropical
Oh,
islands on a volcanic
bro, no, yeah,
archipelago, chances are things can
Yo, I'm jealous, bro. Why is the Philippines so fucking sexy?
get pretty crazy landscape-wise. Which brings us to the actual physical land of the Philippines is the biggest treasure you will find here for
Bro, just look how fucking beautiful that is. Actually, just look how beautiful that is.
sure. Anyway, the Philippines lies on the Ring of Fire and is specifically on a tectonic plate named after them, the Philippine Plate.
And about 95% of the land is made up of the 11 largest islands.
The country was essentially
Right.
formed through the tectonic activity between the Philippine, Manila, and the Mindanao Trenches, the Mindanao being the second deepest in the world.
This makes the country susceptible to small earthquakes and minor volcanic activity.
About 53 active volcanoes can be found in all
Oh
of these
my
largest
God.
islands, except for Palawan. The most famous and picturesque of these include these three.
See this island
Wow.
here, Camiguin? It actually has more volcanoes than towns on it. 7 versus 5, making it the place with the most number of volcanoes per square kilometer in the world.
Bro, how are
In
you
fact,
getting
the
outnumbered
tallest
by
peak in the
volcanoes?
Philippines is a potentially active volcano, Mount Apo, located in the South Mindanao area.
The country has numerous mountain ranges and highlands that dip into the fertile valleys, the largest range being the Cordillera Range in the North Luzon area, hooking into the Sierra Madre Range on the east side, which feeds the longest river of the country, the Cagayan, that flows into the Cagayan Valley.
This valley, along with the Central Luzon Valley, are the largest arable croplands and produce nearly all of the rice in the Philippines.
The Visayas are known for growing the most sugarcane, whereas Mindanao specializes heavy in coconut and fruit production.
Back in Luzon, though, you can find the largest lake in the country, Lake Laguna de Bay.
Oh my God,
which
that's
is
a big-ass
actually in the
lake.
caldera of a dormant volcano.
The lake has a weird
Wait, what is
detached...
it?
Lake Laguna de Bay, which is actually in the caldera of a dormant
Oh
volcano.
shit,
The
okay.
lake has a weird detached island called Talim and is actually drained by the Pasig River that flows through the capital Manila.
And finally, the country is the heart of typhoon territory. They can come at almost any time of the year. The nation will experience on average about 20 of the turbulent storms annually, which often flood to their many river systems.
Wait,
But
20
yeah,
of the...
if any-
Actually drained by the Pasig River.
Finally, the country is the heart of typhoon territory. They can come at almost any time of the year. The nation will experience on average about 20 of the turbulent storms annually, which often flood to their many river systems.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if anything, Filipinos are the most cyclone-adapted people.
Oh.
on Earth. They're used to it. The water has always been kind of their thing.
Bro.
Swimming, sailing, fishing.
Just not exactly quite
Yo,
diving
if
in.
that ever happened in the UK, everyone, bro, it would be fucking, yeah, no one would know what to do. Everyone would just, yeah, it would be bad. it'll be fucking bad. But the Philippines, nah, you guys are used to it. You guys are
Philippines
pros.
is
What
one
the hell,
of the
man?
17 mega diverse nations on Earth.
They actually have the largest level of marine
Cool.
biodiversity in the world within
Sick.
their waters and the highest rate of animal discovery on the planet, with 16 new mammal species that were discovered in the past decade alone.
They have everything from
The longest snake in the world, the reticulated python.
the largest
nah.
fish in the world, whale sharks.
7 of the 8 known species of giant clam are found in the Philippines.
What
The
is
world's
that?
smallest hoofed animal, the Philippine mouse deer.
And their
What?
national bird is the largest eagle in the world.
Economically speaking, the Philippines is considered a newly industrialized nation. It is transitioning out of becoming an agricultural-based system to a service and manufacturing-based one. They have like 3 of the top 10 largest malls on Earth.
Ooh, just you wait. I'm taking the top spot soon.
They're one of the fastest growing economies in Asia, and as the 34th largest economy in the world, their GDP purchasing power parity has surpassed the $2 trillion mark.
Basically, the Philippines is definitely becoming a key power player in the world stage. It's like,
We're so rich!
Wealth and prosperity.
someday. For what it's worth though, mining, fishing, and agriculture are strong industries as well. They are currently the world's largest nickel and abaca or Manila hemp producers, and the second largest coconut producer
Oh my
after
God.
Indonesia.
Tourism, though, is another important.
Is this actually the Philippines? Is this? Wow. Wow. Like, bro, like, wow. Imagine being on a little boat and going through. Oh my God.
Industry taking up about 8% of their GDP, employing over 3 million people.
Wow.
And now, food. Now in the Philippines, every region has their own specialty and culinary strange.
Yeah, every dish looks like a fairy exploded.
Lots of dishes you could eat kumakain kamay, or eat with your hands.
Yeah, pretty much everything has rice, and then you're gonna get a lot of grease and salt and vinegar, and a lot of like, I don't care if that looks like it goes there or not, I'm still gonna eat it anyway, right, Ken?
Yeah, that's Filipino food.
Yeah.
There's really no official national dish, but 3 meals that are well known for are adobo, lumpia, and sinigang.
And in the non-Muslim parts, lechon is a huge deal.
There are also dishes like
Wait.
Tagalog
What was that?
tinola, lumpia, and sinigang.
And in the non-Muslim parts, lechon is a
Roasted whole pig. Wait, that's actually legit. That's like no. See, yeah. See, I eat pig, but I don't think I can do the whole pig. I don't.
huge deal.
I think I'm gonna pass on the whole pig,
Tagalog
man.
steak,
Tinola,
pansit luglug,
kare-kare,
sigstig,
Wait.
balut.
They said a lot of wait, fertilizer, okay?
kinila.
Well, I can't even eat duck. Never mind fertilizer, okay. But like a lot of food that is said that you eat with your hands, right? But a lot of foods that I've seen is like wet food. How are you doing that?
And my favorite Filipino dish, palabok. Just put some nice little lemon juice on it. I actually got this at Jollibee. If you don't know what Jollibee is, it's like the most popular fast food chain in the Philippines. It's like if McDonald's and KFC adopted a Filipino baby, and they even added spaghetti to their menu for some reason.
Otherwise,
sick. Actually,
Filipinos
it's
are
cool.
dessert experts. They love their ube. Ube everything. Ube ice cream.
What's
ube
ube?
bread. Ube pie. Ube cakes.
Oh, they also have like sapin, and cassava cakes. Those are the best desserts in my opinion.
They also have halo-halo, leche flan, turon, bukok, pandan, and puto. What you call me? If you're either Latin American or Spanish, you may notice some of those foods are also found in Latin cuisines. And there's a reason for that.
Yeah, we'll explain that in.
He's enjoying his dish, I gotta lie.
Only in the Philippines can you find people that have Spanish names, speak English, celebrate an Austronesian culture, and cook Chinese.
General
Huh?
MacArthur once said, "Give me 1,000 Filipino soldiers and I will conquer the world."
Yeah, for some reason, Filipinos are like the best friends of Asia. Filipinos still have the best attitudes and smiles. They even give time off felony sentences if the prisoners volunteer to take part in a Michael Jackson dance performance to the public.
What? Wait, someone actually linked me this the other day, and I thought it was fake. That's actually real.
Best friends of Asia.
No fucking
Filipinos
way.
still have the best attitudes and smiles. They even give time off felony sentences if the prisoners volunteer to take part in a Michael Jackson dance performance to the public.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. First, the graph. The country has about 110 million people and is the 8th most populated country in Asia.
Holy
and the 12th
shit.
most populated country in the world.
There are about 175 ethno-linguistic people groups in the Philippines.
I didn't realize
the
it was so
majority of whose
big.
languages are Austronesian.
Of these groups, the largest ones are the Tagalog at about 28%, 13% are Cebuano, 9% are Ilocano, and 8% are Bisaya. The rest are made up of other groups plus a small minority of non-native citizens, mostly Asians and Americans.
It's important to note, though, that the Philippines has about 10.2 million people overseas worldwide. It is one of the largest diaspora populations, spanning over
That's
100
mad.
countries. The US alone has about 4 million.
I mean, they were at one point colonized by the US, so go figure.
They use the Filipino peso as their currency, they use the types A, B, and C plug outlets, and they drive on the right side of the road.
Oh, and keep in mind the word Pinoy is synonymous with something that is Filipino. You might see that used a lot. lot.
Now back to the ethnic groups thing. Since there are over 175 of them, you would think, how do they all communicate?
Well, the Philippines has two official languages. English, which makes them the fifth most English-speaking nation on earth, and Filipino, which is the standardized version of Tagalog. The Philippine Tagalog language spoken today is a very different from pure Tagalog. It actually has about 14% Spanish, 10% Malay, and 7% English mixed into it with a slew of other borrowed loanwords. You can see the influence of words like pintelador, guapo, zapatos, and familia. Often, Filipinos will substitute an F with a P.
Or a V with a B.
Or a V with a B.
Yeah, same with Koreans, actually. Yeah. High five with minimal consonants.
Yay!
Oh, and fun fact, Ken taught me this. In Tagalog, you can actually say an entire conversation just using the syllable ba. For example,
Ba, ba, ba. Ba 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 ba.
Bro, there's no... Wait, how? See, I never understand this, right? Like, you use the same kind of, like, word over and over and over, and it's a different word. Ba 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 like
Ba ba
ba ba ba ba ba.
ba ba ba.
Well, that was fun. Otherwise, in the Visayas and Mindanao area, Cebuano is a common language, as well as the other regional tongues like Waray and Ilocano.
They even have the only Spanish-based.
I have no clue what I'm saying, by the way.
Located
I have
in
no clue.
City. Now, the Philippines is unique in that over a past few centuries, they've gone through three periods that shaped their identity.
Before European intervention, the Philippines has had a multitude of early civilizations that built kingdoms and dynasties like the Tondo, the Namayan, the Pangasinan, and the Sulu Sultanate.
Many of these kingdoms had their own indigenous writing system, such as the Babayan, Buhid, Eskayan, and
Baba.
Kulitan.
Genetically, Filipinos are classified as belonging to the broader Austronesian people group, with their closest cousins being the Micronesians, like the Mariana Islanders, Guam, and Palau.
Although over the years, many people have mixed, and today it is speculated that somewhere around 1/5 or more of the population may have some kind of Chinese ancestry. After the Spanish came in, they adopted many of the customs, traditions, and cultural traits which have Spanish roots. Their own country is named after Spanish King Philip. The biggest trait, though, would be the fact that they're predominantly Catholic, at about 81% of the population adhering to the faith.
The rest are mostly Protestant, with a small Muslim.
I still find it really cool how, like, the whole country is pretty much just, like, split, right, with water in between everything. But then they got, like, a road that literally goes right it all, and, you know, underground. It's really, really cool.
Minority.
That's really dope.
The Philippines is the largest Christian nation in Asia, fifth largest Christian nation on earth, and third largest Catholic nation after Brazil and Mexico.
They have so many holidays and festivals devoted to Catholic themes like All Saints Day, Holy Week, and Easter, and of course, the largest one, Christmas.
The Philippines has the longest Christmas season out of anywhere else on earth.
Okay, so now we're just gonna wrap
Wait, how long is that season?
Fun cultural facts for the Philippines.
Filipinos have a ton of superstitions. For example, whistling at night will turn you into a werewolf.
For formal occasions, you may see Filipinos wearing traditional barongs for men and Maria Clara or mestiza dresses for women.
There are many other traditional costumes and customs for the other 170 ethnic groups. Too many to cover, but it goes everywhere, from feathers, coconut fibers, hair dresses, tribal tattoos, and so on.
Speaking of which, the Philippines dominates major international beauty pageants with a grand total of 15 victories at the Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss International, and Miss Earth competitions.
Basketball and boxing.
Wait, so you're telling me not only is the country absolutely beautiful, but they have the most beautiful people as well? Okay.
Are the most popular sport by far. They have the oldest basketball league in Asia and the second oldest.
Yeah, isn't yeah, Pacquiao's from the Philippines, isn't it?
After the United States. And come on, we all know Pacquiao.
Yeah, I literally called it.
And export nurses abroad. It's been said at one point, every Filipino has their should I just drop everything and become a nurse moment in their life crisis.
That's a fact. I've had those. And the word balikbayan means returner or returning family. It is used when someone comes back from expat work abroad.
You might hear the honorific title of po or opo for elders, and a lot of people often raise the backs of the hands of their elders to their forehead as a sign of respect and say bless.
In the Philippines, you have your name and you have your Pinoy nickname, and they get really weird and creative. Pepsi, Bing Bong, Jelly Boy, Pinky, Bum Bum, and Earl.
Every Filipino on
Wait. So you have your name and then you have either one of those names your middle name, like as your pet name? Wait, what if I have Earl? Because Earl is my middle name. My name's Lewis Earl Grant. So like, what would I be like? Earl, Lewis Earl. That.
Island in every region can tell you Filipinos are obsessed with karaoke. The first karaoke machine was actually patented by a Filipino, Roberto del Rosario,
Cool.
even though some Japanese dude invented it, but he patented it.
Obviously, that means music is a big
Smart
deal
guy.
in the Philippines. Besides taking modern cues from American pop, they also have traditional styles. Instruments include things like gudyapi, kilitang, gimbal, kubing, and togali.
In addition, there are many different styles of dance, but the most famous one considered the national dance is tinikling, a dance done between two pairs of perpendicular bamboo poles that are clapped together as
Oh my
percussion
God,
poles,
how are you
and the
doing
dancers
that?
must weave their feet in and out in the spaces before getting hit or tripped.
Now,
How-
on a bit
oh,
of a
I'd be
more
tripping
objective
everywhere.
note, we do have to talk about some of the controversies.
The Philippines is beautiful, but if you've been keeping up with current events, they do have their fair share of issues that have made headlines. We don't sugarcoat everything here.
Human trafficking, whether in the sex industry, slavery, or organ smuggling, has been a problem in certain areas. And even though anti-trafficking acts have been passed by the government, enforcement has not always been on par.
The drug trade has also been a major inconvenience for decades, affecting millions of people in the country. This has led to the new controversial laws instituted by President Duarte, which encouraged the public to seek bounty in exchange for hunting down drug pushers. Many
Wow.
have died.
Wait, so like the Philippines is absolutely beautiful, right? But I don't really know too many people that look like would say they're going on holiday to the Philippines, right? So is Philippines like, is it quite dangerous? Like it's probably not dangerous for tourists because they'll go to like the safe places, but is it a little bit like Brazil and Mexico? Because to be fair, a lot of people do go to Mexico on holidays, but you do go to the main tourist places. But let me know in the comments what it's like if you're gonna travel there or just yeah.
Died in the process.
And finally, you have the Moro conflict, an insurgency in the predominantly Muslim Mindanao
Oh,
region,
shit.
which sought to take parts of eastern Malaysia and break away through conflict. The fight has been going on for nearly half a century, and now it's just ending at the turn of the 21st century.
Is that like a no-go
For what
zone?
it's worth, though, in the Philippines, everyone is family at the end. You don't have to be related
Cool.
to anyone to call someone ate or kuya. There's even a word, bayanihan, which means something like helping one another through community spirit without expecting anything in return. In
Cool.
any case, we gotta finish off this segment with history.
Austronesians.
Tribal kingdoms and sultanates.
This guy came to the islands.
Catholicism comes in.
Lapu-Lapu and Magellan dies in battle.
5 Spanish dudes followed through.
They finally become a colony of Spain.
The galleon trade.
British Philippines.
And then back to Spain. The Treaty of Paris.
Philippine Revolution.
The Spanish-American War.
First Philippine Republic. Philippine-American War.
American
Oh my God, a lot is
occupation.
going
World War
on.
II, Japan invades.
America pushes them back.
Finally, Philippine independence.
Ferdinand Marcos turned from president to dictator.
Martial law.
This guy gets killed because he was against the regime.
People Power Revolution in 1986.
Growth from agricultural society to an industrial one.
And here we are today. And now we finish off with the notable famous people condensed. Some famous people you guys, the Pinoy geography suggested we mention in this episode include
Lapu-Lapu.
Jose Rizal, these two saints,
Melchora Aquino.
Manuel L. Quezon,
Lacan Dula. Josefa Yanes Escoda. And Vicente Lim.
Carlos Peña Romulo,
And all the Miss Universe winners. And there's a ton of Americans
Wow.
with Filipino or partial Filipino
Oh
descent.
shit! Wait, Dave Bautista, Bruno Mars. Wait, what the fuck? Vanessa, oh my God. So, and they're all beautiful. Holy shit! Beautiful country, beautiful people. Sign me
Yeah, you
up.
see, there's lots of American Filipinos. Those two get along pretty tight.
We'll explain more on how that happened in... Because of the long history in the Philippines being colonized by 2 major Western powerhouses, it would make sense that it would have ties with the outside world in
Right.
many different ways.
For friends, the Philippines is generally close with all the ASEAN nations and does great business with them, particularly Indonesia and Malaysia, their closest neighbors.
The Marshall Islands, Palau, and the federal states of Micronesia are all cousin countries, many of which have Filipino migrants in them, and they all share the same history of being former US territories and US influenced states.
Of course, Spain will always be in the back of their minds as the former colonizer that they gained much influence from. Although Filipinos are not considered Latino, the Spanish and many Latin Americans kind of see them as like the adopted Asians that totally fit in their family. It's like, come on, you're Catholic, you eat flan, every 5th word you speak is Spanish, you're basically one of us.
Interestingly enough, the relationship with Mexico has historically been always strong. The Philippines was ruled under a Mexico-based viceroyalty of New Spain. The Manila galleons were Spanish trading ships, which for 2.5 centuries linked the Philippines with Mexico across the Pacific Ocean, making 1 or 2 round-trip voyages voyages per year between the ports of Acapulco and Manila. And Mexican traditions were brought in like the Day of the Dead and Champorado.
When it comes to their best friends, however, most Filipinos would probably say, even though colonial years were a little bit bumpy, ultimately the USA and South Korea.
South Korea was one of their closest best friends from the 20th century on. World War II really bonded with them after the Japanese occupation years, and they supported each other diplomatically.
Koreans are
Cool.
the top #1 tourist demographic that visit the Philippines. Koreans kind of admire the fact that even though they were both influenced by the US, Filipinos speak better English, whereas Filipinos practically obsess over Korean products and media.
Ah, us.
That's why we're...
For the USA, ties were close ever since they became their colony in 1898. The
Right.
US also had the largest number of overseas Filipinos at over 4 million. Most of
Yeah,
whom
that's
live
a
on the
lot.
West Coast states like Hawaii and California. They are one of the oldest Asian partners of the US. They have a mutual defense treaty, and they are the largest export partner and second largest import after China.
Holy
American
shit.
pop culture dominates much of the youth influence. Hollywood studios love filming there, and Gallup polls have shown that the USA is favored on average by over 90% of the people.
Oh, they
asked,
love the
making it one of
USA.
most pro-American countries on the planet.
Yeah, they love the
And
USA.
Ken, you take the conclusion.
In conclusion, if you enter a room full of Asians, you definitely know who the Filipinos are. While everyone's so uptight, we're the ones singing karaoke and somersaulting. You can just feel the energy of a Filipino. There's a touch of Latin flavor with American pop undertones. But in the end, no matter what island, you're immediately considered part of the Pinoy family.
Hell
Ken,
yeah.
you're one of my best friends. I
What
love
a
you,
good
man.
video,
I'm so proud of
man.
you.
Thanks. Stay tuned. Poland is coming up next.
That was actually a really good video. I enjoyed that one. Glad you guys recommended me to watch Philippines. Really beautiful country, beautiful people. Really interesting. If you guys want to let me know more information, let me know in the comment section below. Really good video. If you guys got any other recommendations, also in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.